right, we're rolling. You want to tell us who you are and what we're here doing?
My name is Michaela Brown. I'm a senior at City, and today we have several students from several different schools and organizations rallying for the battle on youth jobs and education. Right now, we want Martin O'Malley, the governor, to divert $100 million from building new prisons to building education-based jobs in the economy. And there's several students on the inside of Davy Bookings who are performing civil disobedience to show how much this affects them and how much they care. And right now they're making noise to get their point across. And the people outside have been rallying to support them.
Can you tell us a little bit about the symbolism of this particular place that we're at and like what it means to the folks that are down here making this happen?
Well, when the folks down here who are making the noise and rallying, when they look at Baby Bookings, they just look at another place to be locked up for unjust crimes and being treated fairly. And so they thought it was a good cause to come and rally about because they have been affected, whether they were arrested, their cousin was arrested, their brother was arrested. They've been touched directly or indirectly, and they thought it was time to do something about it.
All right, you want to tell me about, well, something's going on in there, but you want to tell me a little bit about this prisons, schools to prisons pipeline that people have been talking about. Why are you connecting this to schools?
So the idea of the school to prison pipeline is that public school education prepares you for the 13th grade, which is what we consider prison. And we say that because we have inadequate education. We don't have enough staff members. Our textbooks aren't up to date. And if we aren't getting the education we need in school, it leads us to find alternative measures for jobs and to support our family, which usually happens to be what they consider crime. And until we get youth jobs and an education-based economy and better education, that will always be a problem.
All right, one last question. For somebody who's like not from Baltimore, doesn't know this area, what would you give them as background about the location of this whole situation and why we're here? Come on, Baltimore. You know, if I want to show this to one of my friends in Tajikistan, who I might try and show this video to, who they might be going through some similar stuff, but they don't know anything about Baltimore. Tell them about Baltimore.
Well, in Baltimore, the way that we relate the school to prison pipeline is the fact that some of the policies in place may be racist. And at times, the majority of the youth in prison are black males. And this is one of the places that they are sent. And they're usually processed unfairly and unjust. And in Baltimore, that happens often, whether it's with youths or adults. And the only way for Baltimore and everywhere else to stop that is to provide adequate education and start listening to the youth.
Right on. Well, thank you very much for being out here, and I'll let you go back. Maybe we'll catch another chunk of interview as we figure out what's going on right now.
All right.
All right, peace.